Today we have a video covering Marco Rubio getting absolutely humiliated on Face the Nation, as he's another name high up on Trump's possible VP list. So he got asked now the first default question that everyone on that list gets asked, which is, will you accept the election results no matter who wins?
Will you accept the election results of 2024 no matter what happens, Senator?
No matter what happens? No, if it's an unfair election, I think it's going to be contested by either side.
Senator, no matter who wins.
I think you're asking the wrong person. The Democrats are the ones that have opposed every Republican victory since 2000. Every single one. It's Hillary Clinton.
No Democrat has refused to concede. Hillary Clinton conceded. Senator, will you accept the election results?
Hillary Clinton said the election was stolen from her and that Trump was illegitimate. Kamala Harris agreed.
Senator,
we have Democrats now.
Senator, she conceded the election. She said
that no.
This is hilarious obfuscation and like elementary school level cope, where when you don't want to answer for your actions, you just point fingers at everybody else. It's like the little brother who gets caught doing something bad, so they snitch on every bad thing the big brother has done. No Democrat has ever refused to concede the election, and even objections that have been had were never met with denial of the results to the level of Trump. And of course, no January 6th happened, but I thought the best way to easily debunk these claims would be to do so using the video he himself posted as proof.
If Al Gore won that election, I think he won anyway.
First one is pretty easy. Biden was referring to Gore winning the popular vote. He even goes on to say that Gore did the right thing by conceding the election, which Gore did instantly after a short legal battle that we'll cover after the next clip.
And the only way they could win the election was to stop the voting in Florida.
Clinton and his team both said that they accept the rule of law and that what SCOTUS ruled on, what they were talking about in the clip was the US Supreme Court overruling the Florida state court's order of a statewide recount, which is, by the way, a much different situation than Trump's 7 million vote loss. Gore won the popular vote, and Florida was the state that decided the electoral vote and was only decided by hundreds of votes, so a recount was clearly in order, and regardless of the ruling, Gore again immediately conceded after.
Troubling evidence of the fact that not every vote was being counted.
Legitimate concerns over the integrity of our elections.
The right to vote has been stolen from qualified voters.
You've got to love Republicans saying Democrats clip Republicans out of context to make them look bad, and then when they post their proof, it's always clipped out of context. You'll realize that all these clips are 4 seconds, and it's for a reason. Obama in this same speech said that he had no doubt that George Bush won, that he got more votes in Ohio, and that he did not want to challenge the outcome of the election. But it is troubling that some voters were disenfranchised. This happens every election. Again, something that should be addressed, but it's not something that overturns 7 million votes. This was about gerrymandering, voter IDs, and again, he said in no way did he challenge Bush's wins. I added Nancy and Nadler's clips in with it that Marco Rubio posted because they were just making the same point. In the same speech, Nancy said Democrats have no intentions of overturning the results or questioning the winner, but that moving forward, she wanted to tackle ways that voters get disenfranchised. The same thing Nadler said, as he again said they weren't contending, and even what they were talking about wouldn't have changed the outcome of the election, and that it was not their intention.
You can run the best campaign, you can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
There is a cloud of illegitimacy around the election of Donald Trump.
Now, in 2016, it's pretty simple. There was election interference. Republicans have so misconstrued the Mueller report, all because Mueller said he was not advised to indict a sitting president, even though he said that he could indict Trump after for obstruction of justice, but we'll leave that for a different video. The interference, though, is clearly laid out in that report, and even the Republican-led Senate confirmed this in their report. And again, Hillary still instantly conceded that election, which is not what Trump did in any way, calling high-ranking officials, pressuring them to find him 11,740 votes, and listing fake electors in hopes that he could overturn some states. It's in no way comparable to any of these clips.
We cannot absorb 25, 30 million people who entered this country illegally. They're here illegally. What country on earth would tolerate that? We don't even know who most of these people are. They talk about vetting them with what? They're coming from nations that don't even have document systems in many cases. Yes, we are going to have to do something, unfortunately. We're going to have to do something dramatic to remove people from this country that are here illegally, especially people we know nothing about. But 10 million, 11 million, that was the number 15 years ago. Today, it's upwards of probably 25 to 30 million, maybe more.
Senator, here's what you said about Donald Trump's mass deportations proposals in 2016. Take a look.
I don't think it's reasonable to say you're going to round up and deport 11 million people. I don't think it's a plan that works. I don't think that's a realistic policy.
And this is how you get exposed in 4K for the grift. Marco Rubio was willing to say whatever he needed to get elected, and now he'll say whatever he needs for a chance to play Trump's VP. And the worst part is from Marco Rubio's own sisters' mouths, both of whom are Democrats. Their mom came to this country as an undocumented immigrant. So Rubio climbed up that ladder and is now trying to pull it up from those below him, which just makes it even more despicable. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.